I mean, this is something that if you look at the modern world, the faith of the Muslims is an anomalous aspect to the modern world. And what's interesting about the faith of the Muslims is the faith of the Muslims is still very strong amongst even the intelligentsia, although we're seeing the erosion of it now, which is a very dangerous sign, because secularity is becoming very strong in the intellectual classes. Like if you go to South Asia, if you go to Pakistan, and you meet with the intellectuals, the people that are at that very high level, you'll often find that they're opposed to religion. The same will be true in the Arab world. You'll find a lot of the intelligentsia, the people that study thought, philosophy and things like that. You'll find that. So that is becoming the case, but it wasn't the case. So Imam al-Ghazali, he dealt this blow to philosophy. Now, the second thing that he did, which is extremely important, is Imam al-Ghazali took the esoteric element to religion. And if you look at any religious tradition, you will find there's very often a split occurs early on between exoteric religion and between esoteric religion. Exoteric religion is the formal aspect of the religion, the outward, it's the body of the religion. And so you have, for instance, in Judaism, the exoteric aspect of Judaism is the 613 laws that they have to follow to be a Jew. So you learn these laws, and they become often ritualized, and people tend to forget what they were originally there for, and begin to really make that outward aspect of the religion the sole aspect of the religion. That's exotericism. Esotericism is when you focus on the inward aspects of the religion and forget the outward aspects of the religion. In Islam, probably the most significant example of that is Ismailism. Right? The Ismailiyah were probably the most significant example of esotericism, where the religion is all secret esoteric meanings, and the exoteric religion is for the common people. It's for the people that don't understand what true religion is. That they need those outward forms. And during Imam al-Ghazali's time, probably the biggest threat to religion after philosophy was esotericism. So not only did he defend Islam from the philosophers, he defended Islam from the Ismaili Batinists. And that's why they do not like him to this day. The Ismaili tradition does not like Imam al-Ghazali because much of his emphasis was against the Batinists. Now, one of the aspects of the Batinists were the assassins, who were very powerful at the time. They were like terrorists. I mean, they really did terrorize the rulers. They were assassins. They would live amongst a ruler for 10 years to get their secret message, and then one day, just in the court, literally stab the ruler. Everybody thought it was a loyal servant, but he was actually a spy for the assassins. So he was fighting these, and you can't imagine the courage of the man, because it was an incredibly dangerous thing to do at the time. So he had immense courage in doing that. Now, what happens to Imam al-Ghazali in his late 30s is he begins to have an internal crisis. I mean, what some people might call it a midlife crisis. But he was deeply troubled by his personality. And he was troubled by the fact that all the things that he was teaching, he wasn't really practicing. And so he was having this crisis of being the teacher who wasn't practicing. One of the things that he says in the Ihya is he says, the zakat of wa'al, the zakat of being a preacher, is itti'al, is practicing what you preach.